Ok, ciao a tutti, I am Daniele Albanese. I am a lead auditor for compliance monitoring and quality department in NEOS. So NEOS operates a fleet of 16 airplanes. We have 5 737-800, 5 737 MAX, and 6 787 Dreamliners. We fly pretty everywhere in the world. We are allowed to operate from Australia to the US to Canada to the UAE to Svalbard, which is one of the most the strangest destinations that we are allowed to operate. Our role is to ensure that every process, procedure, manual, everything that is done in our company and also is done from our external service providers is done complying with the applicable Italian, EU and foreign regulations. It was very, very hard to have compliance monitoring without any specific software. And I'm very happy that one of my colleagues a couple of days ago told me that now that we implemented web manuals, we can get rid of all the Excel files and the SharePoint files in which everyone could make a lot of mess. And unfortunately, we did a lot of mess while performing compliance with these tools. And now that we have web manuals, it's definitely a much easier and much more punctual and reliable way of performing compliance. So web manuals directly uploads the applicable regulation and also keeps the amendments of the regulation current inside web manuals. And automatically, while performing the manual editing, the editor can link the compliance to the applicable paragraph of the manual. And by doing this, automatically the compliance report is performed. So we can export a PDF or an Excel file with all the compliance report automatically performed by the software itself. Actually, the software is very, very easy to use because the interface is very similar to Microsoft Word, while it has the, let me say, all the automatic ways of performing the manual preparation that the FrameMaker has. For example, having the list of effective page automatically calculated, having the table of contents automatically produced, having the records of revision, which is almost automatically prepared. This helped us a lot. And luckily, all of my colleagues, while passing from their previous software to web manuals, noticed this help that the software was giving them. And I think that now everyone understands that web manuals was a very good choice. My colleague Simone from Ground Operations was one of the very first colleagues that starting after the trial period implementing web manuals. I worked together with him in the very beginning of the transition from Web FrameMaker to web manuals. I was very happy when we finished with this transition and when he produced the first revision of his manual using web manuals. That he was very happy and he told me, you were right. I was very skeptical about it because I'm not very used to these IT softwares, and so I'm very happy because actually when you understand how to use it, web manuals is very easy to use.
When we start with the new system, I found it very straightforward since the day one. It was very easy and very friendly to use it on a daily basis. I find my manuals continuously live. I can keep track of every change and of course the possibility to commit mistakes or to have your manuals not updated has been reduced significantly. we work, in the aviation environment. We have a lot of regulatory requirements. We cannot write, edit, update one single manual as standalone. We have to speak each other with compliance department, with safety department. So having the possibility to track, to keep the manual update, I guess that also on a perspective of safety and compliance can reduce the mistakes and misinterpretation also.
I think that 90% of the time we used for preparing the compliance reports now is saved, because everything is automatically performed by web manuals or while editing the manual. I can say, because I was one of the editors using FrameMaker, that now the time spent for preparing revisions is, I think, half of what I used before. As soon as a new amendment of any regulation that is inserted in web manual, so the majority of what we have to comply with is published, so web manuals notifies us of the fact that there is a new revision. And the most important part is that there is the comparison between the old and the revised, which is something that not always the regulator does. For sure, we are expanding not only the network, but also our fleet. We are waiting for 3 additional 737 MAXs. There are rumors that also we are going to enlarge our 787 fleet. Let's see, probably next year we are going to have some new tails. And as far as destinations are concerned, we are opening Colombia next year. So and then we are also expanding our Africa network. We are opening Nigeria in October. And also we are expanding the Middle East, this network, because we are opening Pakistan in, again, October this year. And luckily we are going to resume flights to Thailand, because there was the new destination of winter 23-24. And for the first time in our history, this summer we are going to open direct flights between Palermo in Sicily and New York. We are evaluating also an extension of all our compliance libraries to have also some regulation, not just the EU and the IOSA ones, but also some let me say, third country regulations, because we fly to a lot of third countries. Web manuals will help us on keeping the compliance, our manuals compliant with these new regulations, for sure. Well, we were very proud of our paper before implementing web manuals, and I have to say that the time saved, it's huge. And especially, as I was telling this, since the time constraint is always, any time is the most important one, you will save a lot of time by digitizing the manuals, by digitizing your processes, and it's definitely, I think, the best and the biggest advantage of having a digital system for doing your tasks.